This risotto is creamy and flavorful and perfect for any date night. Let's make some. You're going to start with the ingredients listed. Feel free to substitute the Italian sausage for your protein of choice or omit totally if you want to make this vegetarian. If you are using any type of sausage, you are going to remove the sausage from the casing and we are going to start to brown the sausage. I like to leave the sausage in nice chunks because it adds a great texture to the creamy risotto. Once your sausage starts cooking, it's time to add your onions. You're going to saute the onions and sausage together until the sausage is completely cooked. Once your sausage is cooked, we're going to add those canned tomatoes along with the garlic. We're going to cook this for approximately 3 to 5 minutes. Cooking it like this is going to ensure to remove all the metallic flavor that can come from using canned tomatoes. After cooking for approximately 3 to 5 minutes, we are going to add our cup of rice to this mixture and we're going to cook this for another 2 to 3 minutes and then we are going to add that white wine. After you add the white wine, you want to make sure that you cook this until all of the wine evaporates. This is going to add a depth of flavor to our risotto, but it's also going to make sure that we don't have a very strong alcohol taste. Don't get me wrong, alcohol is delicious on its own. I don't want my risotto tasting like wine, however. Once all of the wine has been absorbed, it's time to start adding your chicken stock. I have my stock on the stove and it has been heating up. You don't want to add cold stock to your risotto. You want your stock to be hot as well so it will not reduce the temperature of the risotto. Once the first batch has been absorbed, it's going to take approximately 5 to 6 minutes. It's time to add your second batch. And this is going to take approximately 3 batches until your risotto is finished. So we are making love to this risotto. It takes patience. You're going to add your second batch of stock to your risotto and you're going to allow the risotto to cook in the stock and absorb all that liquid. Once that liquid has been absorbed, guess what? Guess what? You're right. We are going to add the remaining chicken stock. This should be the final time that we add any stock to this mixture. You should see the rice getting nice and plump and tender. You should be tasting your rice during this time to see what the texture is. If it's a little crunchy, guess what? You need to cook it a little bit more. If it's nice and chewy and soft, that means that your risotto is done. It should be nice and fluffy and have a great texture. Once it has reached that consistency, we are going to remove it from the fire and we're going to add our butter. The butter is going to make it nice and silky. Then we're also going to add our spinach. It is very important that you remove it from the heat when you're adding your spinach and your butter because we don't want our rice to overcook. Sticky, mushy rice risotto, however, is not delicious. All right, we are not making sushi, we're making risotto. Once you have incorporated your spinach, it is time to add your salt, your pepper, and your Parmesan cheese. And we're going to mix this until it's all combined. And guess what? You have nice, delicious, creamy, rich, flavorful risotto. Bon appetit. Let's eat.